The first 10 kilometers was super difficult for only 1 month. Then that became little easy. Then I made my first debut. And we have seen Tendulkar at 16 also. We are seeing that Vaibhav Suryavanshi is making debut in international cricket under 19 at 14 also. So there is a person called Nissa Uniranjan.
Nisha
Uniranjan.
Uni
Uh,
Uniranjan. Mhm.
He qualified IS at the age of 40. You have someone called John Tricos when Zimbabwe came back into the cricketing world along with the South Africa. We had a spinner called John Tricos. He made a debut at the age of 45.
Hi, friends. I welcome you on the 52nd episode of Unfiltered Conversation. We started this series with the objective that we are going to call people from different facets of life, try to understand that what great thing they are doing and what we can learn from them. In general, when we talk about life, we have certain criteria that if you're in your 20s, you have to do this thing. If you're in 30s, you do this thing. If you're in 40s or 50s, these are the things you can do and these are things you cannot do. But then often we talk that age is just a number. And today's guest has just made sure that the age should remain a number and nothing more than that. And why I'm saying is the main objective is that often we categorize the work as per the age bracket and not as per our willingness. But he has done some challenging things in his life to make sure that whatever we think we can do in our 20s or 30s, he is doing in his late 40s. Basically, he's a chartered accountant. He has more than 26 years of banking experience. He's an amateur poet, but I'm sure that he generally writes much better than what he generally claims that he's amateur. He's also a chef, and then apart from that, he's an ultra runner. He has run many 100 kilometers, 85, 50, 42, and more than 160 half marathon. So let me invite Mr. Sanjesh Kumar. Mr. Sanjesh, how are you doing?
Good morning, Bhavya. Nice to meet you. Uh,
So I
I'm
said
really
many things
excited.
about you. I said many things about you, especially as a banker, and you're at a very senior level. And then I also talked about your passion for running, that you have run more than 167 half marathon and 100 kilometers, 85 kilometers, and you're regularly running on every weekend. So tell something about that.
So, yes, as you rightly said, we have that, mindset, if you're to study up to 20 years of age is your the golden period. It's okay. There will be something called golden period, but that does not mean everything is over. And so when I was not a born runner or an athletics person, so and in a different way, if I say, till the age of 43, I had not run even 43 kilometer put together in 43 years. But then I decided to focus on my health and the journey. So I ventured into running slowly, slowly. Started doing running. The first 10 kilometers was super difficult for only 1 month. Then that became little easy. Then I made my first debut in a half marathon within 2 or 3 months of preparation of that. The benefit which I got, which I was in a way you can say that I was deprived of that benefit over the last 43 years, was amazing. So I decided to continue that journey for long. And then from half marathon it became full marathon. From a full marathon it became a ultra running. From ultra running it became an 100-kilometer running. Then it became 100-kilometer running in a trails with lot of elevation and technical trails like that. The so one that, yes, it is very right, and I firmly believe every time or every day is a good day to start something, irrespective of whether you are at the 5 year of age or you are at a 55 year of age. Every day is good to start something. Second is, once you start doing, your belief improves, and that tells that you have taken a right decision.
Yeah.
Third, which is more important, that we all say that, You go to school because you have in a particular atmosphere where everyone is reading. So you get developed. So similarly, once you take such kind of a decision, you get introduced to that atmosphere, and you inspire others, others inspire you, and it becomes a very interesting journey. It's really an interesting journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give one more example for this to understand.
Yeah.
Uh, so when you do CA, you have to sweat a lot. So I'm not a commerce background people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a graduate by history, art. So I never studied a commerce in my life, but I started doing that when I decided to do my CA. So see, when I opted for that as a career, I decided to do. And at that time, so it was 96 to 99, that's the era. It was not easy. People were saying, "Arey, boss, I think you are taking a wrong decision."
Mm-hmm.
But I had that faith in me. And I could clear in a very good 3.5 years. I was ranked 51 also. The larger learning from there is again that mind can say many things to you. You're no background, no experience, nothing. It's all okay. As an individual, what is more important is we need to have firm belief in ourselves. It's me who can make hell lot of changes. That
Mm-hmm.
me will become we very soon. We are the trigger point. We have to be catalyst, and it's very much possible. There is n number of examples in the world when we talk about this kind of issues. So, like say, if I look at my journey,
Mm-hmm.
I started writing poem when I was at 24 years of age, and I do continue till now. So there's no age limit for that. Look at famous sports. So you say cricket. Cricket is one of the uh, most
It's
favorite
called
sports
religion
in
of.
India. Most, it's a
Yeah.
religion, and so you have an ideal age where you say if you have to be in an Indian team or any team, 20 to 25 is the right age for making a debut. And we have seen Tendulkar at 16 also. We are seeing that Vaibhav Suryavanshi is making debut in international cricket under 19 at 14 also. So there are
Yeah.
many examples. And by the time you reach your age of 30 and 35, everyone, all famous cricketers, commentators will start talking about, okay, boss, now your career is coming to an halt.
Yeah.
So better you should retire. And honestly, if you look at those players who is not retired by 35, 36, lot of criticism goes, I don't know why you are not retiring, what this, that, and that. That's the one perspective. That's one side of the coin. Now look at other side of the coin. You have someone called John Tricos when Zimbabwe came back into the cricketing world along with the South Africa. We had a spinner called John Tricos. He made a debut at the age of 45. Now the team has a composition where someone is at 20 year or 22 year is playing in the same team and someone at 45. This generally kind of father son scenario.
Yeah.
That's all. It's perfectly fine. He was respected like anything for his bowling skills. And look at our business world. And since I come from that chartered accountant fraternity, so there isn't a lady in India. She
Mm-hmm.
decided to help her kid to do a CA, and she was kind of playing her guardian role and all. And very
Mm-hmm.
soon she decided it was even I can do it. That believe in a mind, that believe in mind. She did qualify as a chartered accountant at the age of 52. Now, typically at the age of 52, what do we a normal person think? Let me do
Yeah.
my retirement planning. How much
Yeah.
money I'll get? I have to build a house. I have to get my kids married, and this. So we are in a settlement phase of a life. And she has just qualified as a chartered accountant. She's creating a new career for herself. So look at so another reference if you want to give, say Boman Irani, a
Yeah.
known actor.
Yeah.
He made a movie debut at the age of 44. Now, typically, when you are a hero or a heroine, again that comes 20 to 30 bracket and all. And it's not about that you just did it. You had created a space for yourself, you had created a respect for yourself in that industry. So it's not okay, just okay, for the sake of debut, I had made debut, I had made my presence felt. People have recognized, respected because of that skill set, despite being late in that. So, and when you look at those people, you can't say that they are, coming with the lack of experience at that age. Nothing gets in their way of their glory of a success. They
Yeah.
all get into that point. They meditate a point, or say come to business world. If you look at business world today, we all know in India something called KFC.
Yeah.
It's a global brand that was started at the age of 60 by Colonel Sanders. Now, who do business? Who start a business at the age of 60? And another classic example where it's all about a firm belief. If you think you can do it, there is a no deadline for anything. Every day is a good day to start something new in the life. And you will not be laggers. You always be a path breaker, a milestone, or inspiration for many in the world. So, like say, if you look at in India, or say since I belong to Bihar, there's a famous dream. Every father has a dream that my son will grow and he will become IS. It's a kind of a statement. Like say if you are in a belonging to Rajasthan and Gujarat, there's an unwritten rule that once you get into the adulthood, you will get into business rather than in a job. Now, what are the rules and regulations on IS? So there is a person called Nissa Uniranjan.
Nisha Uni
Uniranjan. Yeah.
Uniranjan. Mhm.
He qualified IS at the age of 40.
Wow.
So I'm just quoting few examples to understand. There is so much in and around a lot of inspirational stories which
Mhm.
very clearly say it's not like that is too late for me. You got
And
up now,
what
time for you.
motivated you? What motivated you? Because you're saying that at the age of 43, you first decided to run. And then you're at a very senior position in the banking sector. So it's not that you have a 9 to 5 job wherein there's not much pressure or nothing like that. There must be so many things that must be going on. And then apart from that, having a space in the mind, creating a separate space in the mind that yes, I have to run and then I have to challenge myself, because generally people say that when you're in a profession you don't have time, this and that. But in spite of that, you have been able to do that. So what inspired you and how you manage your time?
So what inspired me was uh, because of certain medical condition, I went on a particular diet.
Okay.
The diet didn't had any focus to achieve anything except to address that medical situation. Okay, but it was that I was damn adamant to follow that diet. This is the diet, then I have to literally follow that diet. So
Mhm.
that diet helped me in losing good amount of weight, 14, 15 kg I could lose in 3 month time. And I was not a gym goer or all that kind of person that time. So I thought when a small commitment or a discipline which I have developed in my mind can lead me to these kind of benefit. Why can't you do much more than that?
Mhm.
So I started taking a leaf out of there and use that as a leaf to let me start running. And it was not so. I chart out my 3 months of a plan. Okay, I'll do like a step by step, and I followed. So that again helped in a big way to work around that. What was more important that when you make up that in a mind,
Mhm.
uh, your body follows. It's less about body, it's more about mind.
Mhm.
In if you look at that the questions, so I had series of questions, and it's not only about so friends, colleagues, relatives, family, everyone has a question. Question was at this stage, if you are running, your knee will go for toss.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. To be very honest, today my knee is much stronger than previous earlier version. And it's not that I'm saying by my experience, it is scientifically proven also. The more you run, your knees and bones become more stronger. Then the question came, "Okay, boss, you have hectic travels, you have so much of work, you are a 14-hour working person. Where is the time? And your work is going to impact it." Let me say very openly, this all are myth. One, I could very easily accommodate. So once it become a set pattern in your mind start working. So in this world, there's a space. While population is growing, there's a space for a newborn baby again. Correct?
Yeah.
Someone will vacate, someone will occupy. Same thing happened. So I started looking where is the time. So what I used to do when
Mhm.
I return from my Delhi office to Noida, I'll get down at Delhi border. And from
Okay.
Delhi border to home is roughly 8 odd kilometer. I'll run. And the car fellow, my driver will carry my car to home. So I was looking at that for 8 to 9 kilometer of a daily running. I need roughly 40 to 50 minute time frame.
Mhm.
I could save 20 minutes because anyhow from Delhi border, even if you sit in a car, it will take 20 minutes to reach your home. So 20 minutes was saved. It was only investment of additional 20 minutes. But that 20 minutes additional benefit, see, we all say action versus reaction.
Yeah.
2 hours of daily extra energy was a reaction of that action. So whether I lost time, answer is no. I got 1 hour 40 minutes extra in a daily. So that become first benefit. Second benefit as a health, and touch wood. So when you are in this kind of a regime where you follow what is your passion,
Yeah.
from running perspective, if I talk, you don't get sick. You don't get sick. I don't recall I've taken a sick leave in last 3 4 years. For
Mhm.
never one day. So that's another benefit. The biggest benefit it happened. What do you do during the running? Something you have to do, no? It's running.
Yeah.
So your body is moving. So that entire the mind was blank or say empty. So I have written lot of poems, generated concept and thought and poem during that 40 minute of that activity time. My 30 to 40% of poem has come from those 30 40 minutes of that running time. So look at the impact it's creating, from one skill to another skill to another skill. It gave you multiple way to think around that. It became my time for introspection. It became, and I'm not saying only about from my perspective, for others also.
Mhm.
You get lot of things. So I have a doctor who is in a very good runner, and he has a very big kick of novel. So
Okay.
rather than reading novel, now he do there are a lot of audibles and those kind of app. He listened to novel during that. Both the work done, your passion and your hobbies both have got sorted out. So health and passion both came together and done it. So that also happened. It really bring back big way something
Mhm.
that one from it, you will become a strong mindset person because same activity you're doing repeatedly, and every day with the intention to make it better than yesterday. So that's that. Initially, there, so as you know, initially we'll have some struggle zone. All have to that you have to just bear with that 10-15 days of struggle zone. You'll fall into line and mind, body is all insane. So I'll never say that people should think about that I don't have time for this. No. So when a lot of people ask me on this, I said, look at this way. Someone is damn serious in your family as is in ICU.
Mhm.
Let's speak it. Don't you brush your teeth? Is brushing teeth is more important than health? Question is, you have time for everything. You have to fix your mind that this is my go-to area,
Mhm. Mhm.
and this is how people will distract you. No doubt, people will distract you. You have to be very clear. This is my go-to area, and this is how you'll go. So and when you do this and you realize, so I wrote some poems from my book. I will quote you.
Mhm.
समय समय की चाल तो देखो, समय समय की बात तो देखो, समय समय की चाल तो देखो, समय भी देख रहा समय से, हर चीज चल रही है समय से.
बहुत बढ़िया.
You will
Wonderful.
realize little later whatever effort you had taken has actually served that purpose. So and then you become a inspiration first within your family, then
Mhm.
your friends and colleagues, then your office colleagues, then the society, then the district. You are a like inspiration for many. Many times you do hesitate what others will think.
Yeah. Many times. A
Others
lot
will
of
say. What others will think. They will think. Good point is that you have only thought what others will think. You are not thinking what others will do. Here you are not allowed to think. Here you are here for to do. So you have a competition in thinking zone. Okay. You don't have competition in doing zone. Please go ahead and do it. People say you will fail. Boss, I don't agree with that. I completely say you are gearing yourself for a big success.
time.
You got three new learning during that process. So I'll tell you when I started running and I did. So when I did first ultra, I did second ultra, and
Mhm.
then there's a famous event in Pune which I did this year, 400 kilometer. So I tried 50 kilometer of version that point of time.
Okay.
It was a debut in that category because it was a trail ultra, and I didn't know anything. So I was raw like I know running, that's all, but that's difficult running. Like say swimming in swimming pool is different than swimming in an ocean.
Yeah.
So I just went there. I didn't finish that run, but I had so much learning from that that made sure that this time forget about that distance. I did double of that distance.
Not 50, 100.
100. I failed in 50. I made sure I do 100 better. Those learnings was my first of the foundation for this planning. And using those learnings, I was happily succeeding doing 100 kilometers same event much better, with much more satisfaction.
And
So,
generally, what is the state of mind when you're running 100 kilometers? You're running, 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 running.
so one that I'll have lot of thoughts coming. So as a human, we get 35,000 thoughts per day. That's how much goes into decision making. 1%, not. You even don't take 1% decision making. So a lot of thoughts will come. So one
Yeah.
of the things is that how do you control your mind? Benefit of that in a longer duration, how do you control? Second, it's not a static game. you have ups, downs. Like we had to climb 4 foot up, 4 foot down, water, hurdles, forest, and all is raw path. There wasn't a section where you have to move like a monkey with all four balancing. If you go down, you are gone. But the point is, every challenge you face different kind of challenges, and on similar way in life we face the same different kind of challenges. Not a same one challenge is same, but winning over completing one gave a confidence you can do the next. So it's a confidence building exercise with the milestone, every milestone. Second,
Yeah.
there are different situations, different reality. Somewhere we will be able to run, somewhere we will be able to walk, somewhere we will be able to, you have to crawl. You have no other choice, you have to crawl. Somewhere you have to climb, somewhere you have to come down. That gave me another way of a management, so we can say so-called management learning. Your strategy has race, life as a race. Your
Mhm.
strategy has to be kilometer by kilometer. One, their strategy for first kilometer cannot be the same strategy for the 10th kilometer or for the
Mhm.
100 kilometer. But you will get different challenges. Nothing to worried about that.
Mhm.
So you are tuned to that and you'll overcome that very easily. So that again brings back, when you link it to your real life situation, that again bring back, you have done so many runs, so many difficult situations, all handled coolly, calmly.
Yeah.
Let's not be worried about real life situation. So we can handle that also with cool and calm. It's very much possible. When you do face lot of, when I completed 52 kilometer in that event, I had a severe stomach pain, severe stomach pain. So you change the strategies. Many times we define action plan. I'll do this, this, and this. But when it comes to reality, you have to align with the reality, and you should be okay to change and learn. So I
Yeah.
changed. For next 10 kilometer, I decided I'll mix my run and walk. I'll do 300 meter of walk, 300 meter of run. So I mix that, and it worked well. It worked well. There was a situation, it was a dark night and I had a headlamp, but the battery has gone. I had another backup lamp. That battery was also gone. It's okay. I ran to in a bit to get in a company, and there was a person. Then together we went. So from one we better two together in the same situation ran. Use his headlights which he was using for my benefit and carried on. So lot of thought goes in a mind, lot of real life scenario gets recreated, and I'll keep parking like that for my learning, so that I
Mhm.
can go back to my desk, implement and all. And as I always said, lot of poetry comes during that. So
Yeah.
there is so much around nature, and you will see nature. So the way one thought I always follow, the biggest management guru on this world is
Yeah.
no individual, it's nature. You'll see so many management theory when you observe your nature closely.
Can you give any example of that?
So like I'll give you an example. So when we are moving through that zone, there was a tree which was cut, so roughly 1 feet from the ground. But a sampling, a small stem came out from the side. So when you cut someone by 90% as a size, 90% people will say that tree is died. But the level of resilience, self-belief, ability to grow was that it created a new suit for itself. So that was the one learning. Second learning was that everything has a value to it.
Mhm.
Everything has a value to it. So you will see a river which is just flowing. You will see a river which is flowing despite being a lot of rocks and pebbles in it. So there are a lot of obstacles created during the flow of that water.
Yeah.
But the river is not worried. Its river and the water is confident on their own flow. So they are sailing through that. So that's the another one. Or say In a terrain is up and down, so we'll have suddenly in a train we have say 500 meter of escalation, so you have to go uphill, then it's a downhill. Same happen
Mhm.
in life. There's a uphill, there's a downhill in life. One uphill does not say that's always uphill for you.
Yeah.
One down never says always down for you. So when you go down, you will go up. When you go up, be mindful of that. Ki you got this much of success in your life. That doesn't mean you always there will be no challenging zone again. You'll suddenly see some phase where you may be stagnating and all and all. So these I do generate these kind of so many learnings from management. It's so it's beautiful.
And whatever you're learning is with your experience while running and by seeing the nature, uh, do you get time to also share with your team members, your colleagues, so that they can also get empowered, they can also get inspired, or how it is?
So, yes, so in office, so it's always that whenever I will complete a run, there will be an experience sharing on that. What I learned from that, what was difficulty, how that I address that. So, and in my running group also, we do create an experience sharing to put that.
Mhm.
And the another beauty happened, it all happened in a poetic way also.
Maybe you can
So,
share a poem according to that. Yeah.
so like, say, so one thing which from, and especially from long distance running, it came. When I first ran 100 kilometer in border, Jaisalmer, there was a phase where there was no one with you. You have to run alone. Okay. But what was important that every 10 kilometer you had add a station and those people were cheering for you. Ki, sir, you had done this much. Minor is left.
Mhm.
So you need someone to create some energy booster or some you so that's why I wrote that हनुमंत को एक जामवंत चाहिए. If you look at that Ramayana story, Hanuman is trying to being prepared to you have to go and get Sanjeevani booty, correct? And उस प्रोसेस में जामवंत बोल रहा है कि बॉस यू कैन डू इट. हनुमान को नहीं पता कि उसकी पावर क्या है, जामवंत को पता है. सो दैट स्टोरी गोज, हनुमंत को एक जामवंत चाहिए. मैं क्या हूं, क्या खूबियां हैं मेरी, इसको पहचानने में क्यों करूं देरी.
Yeah.
हनुमंत को एक जामवंत चाहिए. हर तैयारी चाक चौबंद चाहिए. मन से मुझे होना लाम बंद चाहिए. हनुमंत को एक जामवंत चाहिए. So like that. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
So when you run in any hilly area, or when you pass through, let's say if you're in Delhi, you go to Arauli Hill, or if you are in Udaipur, good mountain. On the top of the hill, you'll see a telecom tower. Correct?
Yeah.
So I wrote lines like that कि टेलीकॉम का टावर ऊंचाई तो पाता है पर अकेला ही रह जाता है. You got your desired height. That's how you are able to spread signals and all. But you are alone. जिंदगी की उधेर बुन में हम भी इतने आगे निकल गए कि पीछे मुड़ कर देखते हैं तो लगता है अकेले ही रहे. A harsh truth for the urban life.
Yeah.
So, so, so again, so when you, and these all I do observe while running, something odd, something different, and use that. Can I use this as a poetry like that? So all this happen. So whenever you decide on this, the more important part is how are you dealing with these situations from your mind perspective.
Yeah.
Whether you are 10 year of age, whether you are 70 year of age, body is not important. Mind is important. If you're set from that mindset, you are done. Let's look at a different way to understand it.
Mhm.
We all talk 60 as a retirement age. Huh?
True.
Go to politics. You, if you become a 60 and you become a Prime Minister of India, you will be one few of those youngest Prime Minister of India.
Yeah.
So they talk then they use a word called youngest, but the age is 60. From one perspective, it is a retirement age. From another perspective, you are just young.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's more on a mindset. Again, the point is it's more on a mindset. How do you handle a mindset effectively? Uh, so I'll put in another way also.
Yeah.
Say festival, and so you have Diwali as a festival. Yes, the family is same, friends is same, day is same, the sun rises at same time, moon rises at same time. Okay, but food is super tasty that day. The kitchen is same. You are the same person who is going to cook. What has changed? Only one thing has changed. In mind, you had fixed it. Today, I am going to celebrate this as an occasion. I am going to
Mm.
celebrate. It's not about Diwali alone. You may take Eid as an example. You may take Christmas as an example, or any other festival as an example. So your mind is saying, "Let me go and celebrate this," and outcome of that is yummy, tasty food at home.
Mm-hmm.
So when your mind decides, it follows. Uh, in running, that happen. It's very important. And when you run in a Mumbai marathon, there is a big taboo pedal road because it's in a hilly area. You have to uphill and downhill both has to do, and it's not once, you have to do twice. Once in the beginning and once in the last five
Yes.
kilometers in that
I've
section.
also experienced that. Yeah, I know that.
And it's a big. What happened to the mind? So just because of so much of thing, people are not getting into a mind and making a plan. Now there's a situation which I observed this time. So there are 100 people on that pedal road.
Mm-hmm.
90 are walking, 10 are running. How do the 10 people are running? The elevation is same, the challenge is same. In terms of full marathon, that's kilometer number 35. So it's not that for me it's 5, for you it's 35. For everyone, that kilometer is 35.
Yeah.
You are also exhausted, that guy is also exhausted, hydration support, everything being same. Why some is running and many are? Because that guy is very clear that it is as usual, it's part of life, I have to face that. Then you create a theory like the way I tackled it. So I said, let me go in a shoulder way. So they do
Mhm.
kadam tal, correct? So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I created a rhythm around that. So I started doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was nothing. It's just over. Challenges will come. If from mind we are not at all worried about the challenges and very let the challenge come. I have ability to face it. I have confidence to face it. All will go.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I think, Sanjesh, the way we are talking, we can keep on talking a lot and a long way, the way in which you run 100 kilometers. But I think the overall discussion so far is so inspiring that many a times we question time, that we don't have time, but you have defined that. Many times we say that I don't have that background. You have also defined that by doing CA after doing arts, and then starting at the age of 43 and with a CXO profile and lots of work pressure and still finding time every weekend to run half marathon and then running also 100 kilometers and then facing a lot of challenges and then converting those challenges into poetic lessons. Thank you very much, Sanjesh. I think it's a very learning experience, not only for me, for anyone who is listening to it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The one ending part from my side,
Yeah,
as a guiding quote: problem is part of life. Solution is art of life. So once we become solution oriented, everything fall into place.
wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thanks.
Bhavya. Thank you.
Thank you.